This episode begins right after the ending of the first episode. We see that the contestants who were killed during the game in the first episode are being put into coffins and sealed. We also see that once someone goes into a coffin, they are considered dead contestants, not living, and then that box is also burned. This clearly means that even if someone is eliminated, whether they are alive or dead, they are simply burned, meaning they are out of the game. The scene then shifts to the same hall where all the contestants woke up the night before. At this moment, there is an atmosphere of fear among all the contestants. Here, we also see Gi Hun's friend Sang-woo, who is the son of the old woman who had told Gi Hun while selling fish that her son has a very high-ranking job in America. But seeing him here, we realize that he also had a shortage of money and came into this game to earn money. Here, to save his own life, Gi Hun had grabbed Sang-woo and another friend, player 069, by their collars. He thanks them. After that, all the pink-dressed guards come and say that they are being told the results of their first game. We learn that after the first game, only 201 contestants are left out of 456, meaning about 255 people were killed in that game. In this critical condition, a woman steps forward and says that she just gave birth to young children and hasn't even named them yet. She asks how they can make them play such a game, saying she won't be able to play and wants to leave this game right now. She says she doesn't want any of their money, and as for her debts, she will gradually repay them all. Seeing her, 2 or 3 other ladies also join her and start pleading to be allowed to leave. And one by one, seeing them, many other people join them, all folding their hands and saying that they don't want to play another game. They acknowledge that they have a lot of debt in their lives, but the punishment for that shouldn't be death. In response, the pink guards say that the first rule of the game was that once the game starts, you cannot leave. But then the old man interrupts, saying that the third rule of the game also states that if a majority of the contestants want to leave the game, they can. Hearing this, the pink guards say, "Yes, you are right." And now, voting starts among all those people. They are all talking amongst themselves about whether they should play this game or not. But then, the pink guards say, "Take a look at the amount of money in the piggy bank." There, a lot of money starts falling into the piggy bank. Seeing that, it's as if the eyes of every contestant light up. Seeing so much money, everyone starts thinking about whether they should continue the game or get out of this dangerous situation. A state of confusion is created within everyone. Where would they even go? If they went back, they would face a life of hell, but if they stayed here, death in some game was inevitable. After that, the pink guards draw a white line in the middle of all the contestants and say that they will have to come one by one and cast their vote. If they want to continue in the game, they should press the green light, and if they want to end the game here and go back home, they should press the red light. But here's the twist: if they choose to leave this game, currently there is over 25 billion won in this entire piggy bank. This means that even if 100 million won were distributed among the dead, this amount wouldn't be fully used up. If they leave from here, they will get nothing, and this entire 25 billion won, including the share of the dead, will be distributed among the winners. So, some people think that they have worked so hard, and if they win, why shouldn't they get this money? This money should belong to them. And now, one by one, everyone comes forward and casts their vote. Some press the green light and some press the red light. Those pressing the green light are thinking that if they proceed in this game, they have a chance to win, and by winning this huge amount, they can pay off all their debts and live a comfortable life. On the other hand, those pressing the red light were the ones who didn't want to go further in the game. As this goes on, about 20 people have already cast their votes, and finally, it's the turn of number 1, our old man. At this point, there are 100 people in both groups, meaning the situation is 50-50 so far, 50% for the red light and 50% for the green light. The final vote was up to the old man whether he wanted to play this game or not, and finally, he also decides that he doesn't want to play this game. After that, according to the game's rules, since a majority wants to leave the game, they are safely transported back in vehicles and dropped near their homes. Here, we see Gi Hun and the girl who pickpocket him, whose name is Sa Byok. These two help each other untie the restraints on their hands. Gi Hun's zip comes undone on its own. Gi Hun tells Sae-byeok that his hands are tied up because of that person, so she should untie his hands, and he still owes her money, which he doesn't have right now. But Sae-byeok's condition is quite bad, and it's very cold. So, Gi Hun says that if she doesn't want the money, she should at least untie him so he can leave. Hearing this, Sae-byeok finally frees him. The scene then shifts to Sang-woo and Ollie. Ollie asks Sang-woo if he can borrow his phone for 2 minutes to make a call. Sang-woo doesn't refuse and gives him his phone. After this, both of them think about running away from there. Then Sang-woo tells Ollie that he doesn't even have money for a phone call, and his home is quite far from here, so how will he go? He gives Ollie 10,000 won. Seeing this, Ollie is very happy and says that he will never forget Sang-woo's kindness for feeding him, letting him use his phone to talk to his family, and giving him bus fare to go home. The next day, Gi Hun first goes to the police station and starts telling them about the incident that happened the previous day, about some people who were playing a death game with them. He asks them to file his complaint. The policeman asks why he even went there. Gi Hun says that he was lured by money. The policeman says that first he was lured by money and went, then he refused to play and came back, so what do they think they are, fools? Gi Hun says that he even has their card, and if they call the number, they will find out the whole truth. When the policeman calls that number, by then those people have already changed the number, and this number is now assigned to an old lady who starts cursing the police officers, telling them not to call her again. From this, it becomes clear to the police officers that Gi Hun is just making up a false story, and considering him crazy, the police officers send him out of the police station. But just then, a policeman enters who had witnessed the whole incident with his own eyes but didn't say anything at that moment. When Gi Hun, feeling dejected, returns to his home, he meets Sang-woo. Sang-woo says that he thought Gi Hun had gone to America, as he was quite intelligent in studies and had gotten admission to the best university. He asks how Gi Hun ended up in such financial trouble. Gi Hun tells him that he has a total debt of 6 billion won, and if he doesn't pay it back, the loan sharks will find him at any moment and imprison him. Just then, Gi Hun receives a call from the hospital, and when he reaches the hospital, he learns that his mother's leg is completely damaged, and now Gi Hun will have to pay a large sum for her treatment. After that, the scene shifts to the same policeman we saw last in the police station. His name is Hwang Jun-ho. Basically, Jun-ho's brother has also been missing for some time. There is no news or information about him. When he goes to his brother's old address to inquire, the landlady tells him that his brother stopped coming there a long time ago and hasn't even paid the rent for the last month. He asks if he can go and check his room. The landlady says okay, he can go. After investigating the room, Jun-ho finds the same card that he had seen in Gi Hun's hand in the police station that morning. We then see Sae-byeok meeting her younger brother at an orphanage, a Catholic confession. Sae-byeok had kept her younger brother in the orphanage because her parents were not in Korea at the moment, and she assures her younger brother that in a short time, she will have a lot of money, and then she will bring their parents here. The scene then shifts to another main character of this story, Ollie. He is also a worker, and when he goes to his boss to ask for money, the boss says that he is unwell and doesn't have money right now. Ollie replies that it has been 6 months, and he hasn't received his salary yet. He needs to go home and support his family. But then a fight breaks out between them, during which the boss's hand gets caught in a nearby machine, and a bag full of money falls there. Ollie seizes the opportunity and runs away from there with the bag of money. He goes straight to his wife and tells her that he wants her to go back to Pakistan as soon as possible. Here, we also see that Ollie has a young child who is only 1 year old. His wife asks him where he got this money and if it's illegal. Ollie says that it's his hard-earned money, his salary, but he is also doing some other work, so he wants her to leave from here. The next scene shifts to Sae-byeok, who meets a broker and says that she had given him some money last time so that he could help her parents cross the border from China to Korea. She asks what happened to that money. The broker says that security has increased a lot at the border these days, there are many policemen, and getting them out has become very difficult. He says it will cost a little more money. Sae-byuk asks how much money it will take. He says about 40 million won. Hearing this, Sae-byuk's mind spins, and she angrily tells him that she had brought him money last time too, but he just gave that money to someone else. He didn't do her work, nor did he return her money, so why should she trust him to do her work this time? That person assures her not to worry and says that if she brings him the money this time, he will safely bring her family back to Korea. In the next scene, we see the same old woman who used to run the fish shop, whose son Sang-woo was lying to his mother about having a good job in America. But just then, some policemen come to her shop and tell his mother that her son is a thief and has embezzled money from many people, and he is running away from the police. They tell her that if she talks to him, she should tell him to surrender directly at the police station, otherwise if they catch him, the matter will get out of hand. Knowing this, his mother is very upset. After that, we see Sang-woo, who is sitting in his suit and tie in a washroom, drinking beer. He is thinking about where he will get so much money. Does he want to go back to the game, or will he commit suicide? But just then, someone rings the doorbell of Sang-woo's apartment, and when he goes there, again, an unknown person leaves the same card and a note for him. After this, the scene shifts to our lead character, or we can say Gi Hun, who is sitting outside a bar, looking a bit drunk. Just then, the old man, player 001, enters. Seeing him, Gi Hun is quite happy and says that he is the same person from the game. The old man says yes, he is, and he is thinking that maybe he should go back to this game. He says that anyway, he has a brain tumor, and he doesn't have many days left to live, so why not try hard and win some money that might be useful for his family. He adds that his son was just like Gi Hun. At the same time, Gi Hun is also thinking that he needs money for his mother's treatment. After this, the scene shifts to the gangster, Jang Deok-soo, who had tried to win the game by cheating. Here, we see that he is connected to the underworld. However, he had betrayed his boss and hadn't even spared his own followers, constantly emptying their pockets. Then, one of his followers tries to get him killed by his own boss's men through treachery. When Deok-soo finds out that his follower has betrayed him, he kills him on the spot. He escapes from the boss's men who were trying to kill him by jumping into a river. After that, the scene shifts to Gi Hun, who goes to his ex-wife to ask for money. He says that his mother's condition is very bad, and he needs 2 million won. But then her new husband comes there and starts asking his wife what this person is doing here. Gi Hun leaves from there, but after a while, her husband comes downstairs again and gives Gi Hun a check, saying that this is what he wanted, right? Gi Hun thanks him for helping him at this moment but asks why he is doing this. In response, her husband says never to meet his family again. Hearing this, Gi Hun gets very angry. He throws the check back at him, saying that not everything can be bought with money, and leaves. In a way, at this moment, every character in this story needs money, and everyone is thinking about whether they should go back to this game or not. And finally, everyone decides that they are ready to go back to this game. They reach the given address, and now the same vehicle comes for everyone. After that, all of them are made unconscious and put to sleep inside the same van.